What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Daniel, Salty Dawg Homestead. Hey, it's November. Y'all check this out. Hey, look at that. It's Scorpio season, y'all. It's Scorpio season. I got that tattoo for me and my mama. So hey, I don't want to hear nothing about it. All right. My mama's birthday. My mama was born 20 years and 3 days before me, and so we both share kind of like a birthday thing there. And you know, hey, moms, I miss you, love you. But anyway, hey, it's November. It's November. Time for a November garden tour. Oh, before we get to the November garden tour, you know, it's also the Marine Corps birthday. It's also Veterans Day this month, and of course we got Thanksgiving this month as well. But the Marine Corps birthday got me to thinking. I got a question for you. How do you know that there's a Marine in the room with you? Like, if you in a group of people and there's in a room, how do you know there's a Marine amongst you? Just wait, he'll tell you. Hey, Marines are proud, man. Marines are proud. They will definitely tell you and let you know that you are in the presence of a Marine. So for all my Marines out there, hoorah, devil dogs. My channel is slightly named for Marines, Salty Dawg. So if you don't understand or know the meaning behind Salty Dawg, basically, when you're out on the ship, you know, and you've been there for a minute, your uniform gets like this salt on it, and it's not really salt, but it looks like salt. You know, it fades, and you done wore it for a long, and you don't even have to be on the ship. You know what I'm saying? You can be, you know, back stateside or whatever, and your uniform gets a little tattered and a little worn, and they start calling you a salty dog. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that's where Salty Dawg came from. You know, I'm a little tattered, I'm a little worn, you know, so I figured what better way to pay tribute to my military service than to name my homestead Salty Dawg Homestead, and a little tribute to my days in the Marine Corps. So, yes, I may be retired Army, but hey, once a Marine, always a Marine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, we're gonna get into this garden tour. It's November. Gonna show you what's thriving, what's not thriving. And let's start off in the greenhouse. All right, y'all, we up in the greenhouse. Look at that temperature in here. Check that out. So I got my heater on. I think it's still on. Yep, it's running. I'm gonna turn it off right now. But it stays nice and toasty in here overnight. But we're gonna start right over here with our lettuce. It's looking beautiful. I got some good plans for that. My dill, look at that. The dill taking off, y'all. Look at that. The dill is taking off. Now these right here, these are the African blue basil that I propagated, and they looking good. Y'all look at that. They looking real good. So, oh, look at that one. That one's starting to flower. All right, we got some herbs over here. I don't know. I got something planted over there. I gotta figure that one out. Y'all check out them onions. Yeah, buddy. Oh, and check out these onions. So I'm definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna have some good onions this year. Now, let me tell you about these right here. So these are the Vidora onions from Hoss. And I also bought an onion bundle of these from Hoss, because I've not really had great, or any kind of luck with growing onions from seed like this. But this is the best that they've ever looked. And so I'm kind of confident in these. But as a backup, I bought the bundles as well. If you're still looking for bundles, they still have them on pre-order. They have not shipped any yet, okay? They won't be shipping them out until about the 11th or 12th, they said, but the 11th is Veterans Day, so I think that they're going to ship them out probably on the 12th. Yeah, if you still need some onions, go ahead and get your onion bundles. If you've had issues growing onions from seed, get you some onion bundles. Now, there's a difference between bundles and sets, at least in my opinion. The sets are those little round ones that are already onions, and they don't have the green tops on them like this. And you just, you take that little bulb, kind of like a garlic clove, and you put that in the ground, and then it shoots up the green from it from there. The bundles come like these right here. So they already come with green tops on them, and they're going to have a little bulb at the bottom of it, just a very little bulb. That's what you want. Those onion sets, some people have a good time, good experience with them, but a lot of people don't. And so I recommend getting you some onion sets. They're not very expensive, and you get quite a few onions from it as well. So check them out. I got my Hoss link below, and y'all check out them onion sets. If you've ever had the onion bundles, if you've ever had issues growing onions. Now these right here, I propagated 2 cuttings. So one off of my brown turkey tree, fig tree, and one off of my Celeste fig tree. Now this green growth was already on it, so I don't know how well they're doing. Well, that one right there's trying to bloom something out there. Trying to bloom. That's all right. So I'm going to try to keep these alive over winter. And hey, hopefully, come spring, I got 2 more trees. Now these right here from Miss Peggy. I propagated Miss Peggy as well. I had to trim off some of the canes. And so I figured throw them in some soil and see how they do. So I don't know how they're going to do, but we're going to try. And these right here are daisies. I'm going to try to grow these in the greenhouse all winter long. So that come spring, I got daisies already ready. And I'm going to do more flowers too. I'm going to do more flowers and go ahead and get them started here in the greenhouse, so that come spring, I can just put them out like right away. My feverfew is coming in really good. This is my chamomile. It's coming in really good. It's coming in really good. But that's that side over there. I think everything's looking really good. Over here, what I have is my other onions. And I mean, I can't ask for much more than this. They looking really good. They're not as green and vibrant as the other ones, but they gonna make onions. Look, you can even see, I hope y'all can see that down there. It might not be in focus, but it's starting to get a little bulb right there, which is what you want. You just want a little bulb. You don't want a big bulb. And I brought my other African blue basil in here, and I'm gonna try to keep it in here the whole winter. And I may take some more cuttings off of these as well, because right now I got 5 and I got 5. So we're gonna see. Oh, before I get on to the other side, so right here I have some more turmeric, and I'm just gonna bring these in because obviously they didn't do anything. And I'm gonna start hitting these up with some fertilizer and see if I can't get them to grow this winter in here, and then I'll be ahead of the game. Look at that. That one's showing right there. I'll be ahead of the game come the spring. Right here, y'all look at that thing. I brought these peppers in. I'm gonna try to overwinter these peppers in here. Now to do that, I'm gonna have to cut all this foliage back, okay? So once these right here ripen up, these little ones right here ripen up, I'm gonna harvest one last harvest off of them. And these cayennes, so in the winter I like to give cayennes to my chickens. And so the thing about chickens is they can't taste the heat from it, but their internal body will warm up when you give them like hot stuff like cayenne. So it helps keep them warm over the winter. And look at that. Y'all know what that is? That's a shishito. Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna let these right here keep growing a little bit, but those will be my first shishitos here on the homestead. Old Asia, not old Asia, but old OLE Asia over at Yellow Door Urban Homestead. She loves them shishitos, so I figured let me grow one and see how it do. And yeah, we gonna see. All right, so this is where I planted the garlic, the onions, and the carrots. And obviously there's nothing yet. It's gonna be a while. Remember I said this is patience over here. You gotta be patient. Also, my asparagus, I'm gonna show everything about asparagus, okay? Everything. But I gotta wait until all that green turns to brown, okay? You don't have to wait until all of it turns to brown, but I do, because this green is still pushing energy down into that root system. And so if you cut it early, you're only hurting that root system, okay? So I don't cut them early. I let them all die completely back, so I know that there's no more energy going down to the root systems, and then I take care of them. So we're gonna get into that on a later video. It probably won't be till maybe December, but I'm gonna take y'all through the whole process of my care on asparagus. All right, y'all come back here real quick. That's my Seminole pumpkin right there. I don't know if they're gonna make it though. I got another big one, nice one right here. Because once the frost hits, it's gonna kill all this vegetation, and if those haven't ripened all the way yet, they're gonna turn like this brownish color on the, like, kind of like, almost like that color right there. And that's when you know that they're ripe. So I don't know, we gonna see. We should have our first frost a week and a half from now or so. So I don't know if they're gonna make it. And then I got my Birdhouse gourds up here. On last count, I had about 21 of them. So I'm looking forward to those. And those, I'm just gonna let the vines die, let everything die. They're gonna stay here on the vine, on the trellis, until I can shake it and you can hear the seeds rattling on the inside. And that's when you know it's ready for those to be harvested. And then you let them finish drying out somewhere else, and then you can turn them into little birdhouses or bowls or whatever you want to use them for. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, now let's get into the nitty gritty. These two rows right here are my cabbages. I got Cheers cabbage over here, and I got Extreme Vantage over here. Now these right here, last time they got really, really big. As you can see, they're starting to form down in there, but I'm gonna have to protect these, okay? This one, not quite, but you can see the leaves kind of wrapping a little bit. So Yeah, so these right here getting a little crowded out by the vines over here, but as soon as these vines get a hard frost on them, they should die back, and I shouldn't have to worry about that no more. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the cabbage. For the most part, all the cabbage is looking good too. Looking real good. Right here, my first time growing cauliflower. And I must say, they looking really healthy. Real healthy. Got a little pest damage right there. But I don't worry about the pests too much. You know, a lot of people ask me all the time, what do I do for pest control? What do I do for pest control? Now, as far as pest control is concerned, like I said, I don't do a lot for pest control, but there's a reason I believe why. And so I'm gonna do a whole video on pest control and weed control, okay? I'm gonna kind of wrap those two in the same video, but the short answer is I don't do much, you know? But I don't have a huge pest issue, and I think it's because of some things that I do that aren't really pest control, but I feel like it helps with pest control. So I got a video coming out about that, so we're gonna get into that, but let's get back to the tour. So yeah, this cauliflower is looking good. Some of them a little small and stunted. Now I don't, like, some people will worry about that kind of thing right there. You know, I don't worry about that. You know why? Because I got all these over here. And I got all these down here. So I don't worry about like this one that may not be doing well, okay? You can't get caught up on one. It's just like things in life, you know, you got all this great stuff going for you, but you let this one thing tear you down. A lot of us do it. A whole lot of us do it. Hey, I'm not on the pulpit today. I am not on the pulpit, so don't be out there shouting, okay? But I think the cauliflower is looking good. Oh yeah. So right here we got some more collards. Let me get over here on this side. Can y'all guess what kind of collards these are? Can you guess? Now, I can't tell most collards, but I can look at these collards right here and tell you exactly what they are. Maybe because I've been growing them for about 12 years. These right here are the Georgia Southern Creole collards. Let me know down below if you knew that already. I love these collards. They do great for me. I planted these later than the ones that I planted up front, so they're a little bit behind, but they gonna shine. Huh, I'm a poet and didn't even know it. All right. Over here we got broccoli. Y'all check this broccoli out. I don't want to trip as I'm backing up. Y'all check that broccoli out. That is the Waltham. Y'all know I can't say it. First time I said it, I said welcome, like but Waltham, but like welcome, and and I just can't get rid of it. But it's Waltham or Waltham or something like that. So I say Waltham, and they are huge. Look at how big that plant is getting, and I'm looking forward to those. I'm gonna have to protect these as well. Down here we got purple magic broccoli, and some of them looking pathetic, some of them looking small and not that great, but these right here, I like this one. This one here looking real good, and this one right here looking real good. So I'm gonna let them go. Like this right here, not looking so great, but you know what? This one right here looked like this right here a couple weeks ago, and now look at it. It's coming on out. So just got to give it time, y'all. Same over here. Now, I did something over here, and I want y'all to see it. Oh, I'm so glad I did this. You see that little marker right there? I put that in the ground to split this side away from this side, okay? All of these right here, see all three of them. All of them look like this. But I did something over here that I didn't do over here. Can you guess what it was? I fertilized it. That's all I did. I put down some fertilizer over here, all right? And I did not put any fertilizer down over here because I just wanted to see how well the fertilizer was going to do. And the fertilizer that I used right here is the little tablets that I showed y'all. I think I showed y'all in the one of the previous videos, but it's the tablets that I get from Hoss. They're called Dr. Joe's. You can go on the website and check them out. But I used that fertilizer down here because I wanted to see the difference. And the difference is right there, y'all. Y'all see the difference. So when I'm talking about some of these things, I like to do little mini experiments so you can see the difference. This is with the Dr. Joe's, and this is without the Dr. Joe's. Huge difference right there. So I'm glad I did that experiment. I put that little thing right there for that. I did the same thing back here. You see that? It's got that little thing right there. So this side did not get the Dr. Joe's, and this side right here did. And you can see all the big ones, 1, 2, and 3, are over here. And these right here, well, this one, no, it's still small. It's still small. But these right here did okay, but they did not do as good as those ones down there. So Dr. Joe's, I love that stuff. It's so easy to use too. All right, that's my lacinato kale. It's looking great. Now, so this is lacinato kale right here. This is lacinato kale right here. That is not lacinato kale. I don't know how I planted that in there. I think this is that Waltham broccoli. No, it's not the Waltham broccoli. That may be, that's not a collard, is it? No. That's a cabbage of some type or a broccoli of some type right there. So I'm not too sure, but we're gonna let it keep growing and see how it do. And then down here I got some, look at that, y'all can see that pest damage. What? That one's coming out of it. Try to get y'all out of the sun because the sun just came out of nowhere. Look at that. So this is all kale down here. Not ready for me to harvest yet, but I love me some kale. All right, so over here we have our super sugar snap peas. I'm getting some peas up on there. I got some flowers. Look at that one. That's a nice healthy one right there. Now if I get over here, I should be able to see. Yeah, you see that? You can look inside that pea and see how big the peas are. You can look inside that pod and see how big the peas are. As you can see, they're not quite ready yet. This one right here, they're getting bigger, but they're not quite ready yet. So just a little snack. And so what I'm gonna do with those in the spring, I'm planting some more, and I'm gonna do this whole row in super sugar snap peas because I want to be able to preserve some, like either can them or freeze them or whatever, so I can have some more than just snacking. This right here is only just snacking, you know, so. And I also might do some down on that trellis down there too, so. Ooh-wee. Y'all look at that, Sweet Charlie. I seen some people been purchasing that Sweet Charlie off of Amazon. So, hey, it's the truth. Now y'all check this right here out. Hold on. Let me get back so y'all can see the whole. Look at that thing. Y'all look at that. Beautiful. And I do not water this, okay? The water level is still fairly high, but it's going down. It's going down. The only time I semi-water this is if I'm fertilizing it, and that's not very often, but hopefully y'all can see how healthy. I'm trying to, because this sun is bright right now. Maybe if I, there you go, you can see them. Healthy, I mean healthy. And look at this, hold on. It's got a hole in that one. But if you look over this whole bed, there's very little pest pressure. Very little. You got that right there. Very little pest pressure up here. So if you're looking for a raised bed that's up off the ground, you don't have to bend over to use. Now it does come with shorter legs. It comes with legs about that, let's see, about that tall. But you can either put it up on cinder blocks with the short legs, or you can just get these longer legs. I mean, getting them on cinder blocks works just fine. But if you get, you make it, you raise it up off the ground a little bit, you don't have to bend over to use it at all. To fill it, you can fill it from this end, or you can fill it from the other end down there. You can drain it from this end, you can drain it from the other end, and it is working so much better than what I thought it was going to. This is called the Vego Easy Cube Planter, I think it's called. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's the self-watering. And so you just fill up that reservoir in the bottom of it, and after they germinate, you kind of just let it go. I haven't done anything to this except for apply a little bit of fertilizer to it, and it is doing amazing. I definitely recommend this right here. Now over here we got Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy doing beautifully. Y'all check out all that new growth on there. You see that? Let me see. Like all that on the tip right there, that's all new growth. A lot of new growth on Miss Peggy. She's doing great. And man, I just can't wait. I can't wait for to see how she does next year. This Natchez Blackberry is probably doing the best out of all the berries. I mean, it looks amazing, y'all. And none of these died. I was able to keep every last one of them, all 6 of them. And man, I can't wait. So I'm gonna be building trellises and all that kind of stuff this winter for these. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll show you how I'm gonna care for them in the upcoming season. Now, something that I learned was about these blueberries. Now, I have blueberry bushes. They aren't doing too great, but I got some. And I did not realize about this them turning colors like that, I thought they were dying, but they're not. That's just how they do in the fall. And so these actually look pretty beautiful. These right here are the emerald blueberries. Okay, so some of them a little bit less leaves on it, but the leaves are just falling off. You can see down in there, the leaves are just falling off, but that's natural. It should do that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how they do. And then the sweetie pie, all these look great too. I lost one of them, so I only have 5 of them, but they're looking really good. And then probably the one that I'm having the most trouble with, but I still got all 6 of them, is the Ponca Blackberry. Now, from what I understand, this one is kind of an upright, has an upright growing style. So it may not really need like a full-on trellis. And the sweetie pie and the natchez both are more of a vining type. See how it's vining out like that? It's more of a vining type. So I don't know if that's the reason why those aren't doing as well, because there's slightly difference between them. But hey, they still alive. So we gonna make it do what it do. And my strawberries up here in the Vego elevated raised bed, looking glorious. I showed these in a previous video, so if you haven't seen that video on my strawberries and onions, I'm gonna link it at the end of this video. And this right here is a pepper plant that I am overwintering. It did amazing. This is the Tabasco pepper. And so I'm gonna overwinter this one. This right here is a Hosinator jalapeno pepper, and it did amazing. So I'm gonna overwinter both of those. I'm gonna move them into the greenhouse, and we're gonna see, hopefully it do what it do. All right, the last of my little flowers here, got some marigolds, and they normally still have a few pollinators on them throughout the day. So the pollinators haven't completely left yet, but I'm gonna take these. When they die like that, I'm gonna take those and let them dry out, and then I'm gonna save the seeds from them. Should have a bunch of marigolds next year. And the star of the show, y'all look at them Alabama blue collards. Oh, hey. Y'all know it's a squirrel coming. Hey, so these right here are the pak choi that is fully grown, really, you know, so I need to be harvesting these. Great in stir fries, great in salads, okay? I did harvest some off of these right here. That's why they don't look so big like this one right here does. But look at that thing, it's so beautiful. I got these from Mary's Heirloom Seeds, okay? I will link her in the description below. She has an amazing variety of seeds, okay? Amazing. She's been doing this for a while now. So y'all check out Mary's Heirloom Seeds. But y'all look at this thing. Well, y'all check this out. Check this out. Can you see me? Nope. Can you see me? Nope. Look at that thing. It's huge. Look at that. Thumbnail. Oh man, I'm a fool, y'all. But I harvested some off of these not too long ago. So I harvested this one definitely the other day. And yeah, they looking good. Alabama blue collards, y'all. This is my first year growing them. I'm gonna do a taste test on them probably this week. And then these right here are top bunch collards. Top bunch. My collards steal the show every year, y'all. Let me get it out the shadow. And then these right here are top chop. Now I got some, look at that. See that? They getting eaten on. You see that? But you know what I do? Nothing. I might take these off eventually, but they be all right. This plant will outgrow any pest pressure that it's gonna get throughout the winter. I guarantee that. Well, y'all look at that thing. If that ain't a beautiful collard plant, I don't know what's beautiful. Look at that. I love it. I love it, y'all. All right, y'all. So hey, that's the garden tour. I got a small, I call it a small garden, okay, y'all? So because I'm used to growing a big, a lot of food. So I normally will have my umami garden and my ura garden rolling right now too, with a lot of other stuff. So I called this a small fall garden because to me it's small. Okay, so the size of your garden is relative. So you don't, like I said, I don't compare myself to anybody else. I don't compare my garden to anybody else, just to me. Okay, so anyway, why come people can't stay between the lines when they driving down the road? Do y'all know? Like, why are you all up on the little bumpy thing and making it all loud, and I gotta redo the video part? Man. Anyway, let me talk to you before somebody else do that. So that's my garden tour, all right? Before I get out of here, I wanted to talk about my shirt, Grumpy Old Vet, okay? So I get a lot of comments, mostly on Facebook, Instagram and whatnot, about people saying, I think that shirt, well, I have a shirt too that says Grumpy Old Vet. I do what I want. That's what the bottom say. But they always tell me, man, that's false advertisement there. That's not an accurate description of you. And I say thank you. I appreciate it. But the meaning behind this phrase to me and to that I want to portray to people is that, so veterans such as myself, I'm gonna speak for myself here. I'm not a grumpy old vet. I am not a grumpy old vet, but I come across as a grumpy old vet to some people because they judge me on a 5-minute period that they interact with me, okay? When you have mental health struggles, I know a lot of y'all understand this, and you don't have to be a vet to understand this, but it resonates, I think, a little bit more with vets because we already have a a stigma about vets as being a certain way, okay? And so when a vet also has a mental health issue that they're struggling through, it compounds that stigma, okay? So when you run across a vet and that vet, he's not smiling, he's not, he or she, they're not smiling, they're not joking, they're not laughing, you don't judge them, and don't judge anybody, but I'm talking about vets here. don't judge them off of that 2-minute block of time that you interacted with them, okay? I always tell people, you see somebody that's got a little scowl on their face, that they may not feel up to it today, give them a smile. You know, just give them a smile, nod to them. You know, you ain't got to say nothing. You know, if they don't nod back, they don't wave back, whatever, don't get upset. Just keep it moving. But you never know what that smile will do to somebody. You never know what that smile will do to somebody. But with veterans, you know, especially when we're going through our moments, because I'm telling y'all, I got my moments. I got my moments. And so, you know, when most of those times, and see, it doesn't get amplified with me because I'm alone. I'm here alone. If I don't want to interact with people, I don't interact with people. It's just simple as that, you know? And so it doesn't come out as much in the public view, but I had to deal with this a lot when I was working, because I had to be there, right? No matter how I felt. And so when you're working with a veteran, and you know, they normally happy-go-lucky, whatever, and then one day they come in and they don't want to talk, they don't want to laugh, they don't want to smile, they just want to be all about business, you know? Give them some grace and understand that today just might be that day, and don't judge them off of that. It doesn't make them a grumpy old vet because they had that day, okay? Like that therapist told me, you are so much more than this one instance, okay? And anyway, I had to share that today, so whenever y'all see me wearing my grumpy old vet, I'm not calling myself a grumpy old vet, okay? I am saying I am bringing awareness to all the other vets out there that may be seen as grumpy old vets, and you know, give them a little bit of that, hey, I see you, I understand and I know, okay? And so just give them a smile. You work with somebody that's a vet, they not having a great day, give them their space, they will respect that, okay? And be nice, be kind, give them a smile. Don't run up on them, start trying to tell jokes and all that kind of stuff, because they may not be feeling it that day, and they may react in a way that is out of their character, okay? So just woosah, understand that everybody does not always have the best day, and tomorrow is a different day. Tomorrow is a new day, and hey, they may come back to work the next day because they done got rejuvenated, and bam, they back to their normal, jovial, laughing and joking self. Sometimes it just takes a little while. So anyway, I'm gonna get off the soapbox. I did not preach today, okay? This is not a sermon, all right? This is just me. It's Veterans Month for me. Like, man, I'm so pumped about November. November is such a special month to me. My mom passed when I was 18 years old. We share kind of a birthday 3 days apart. And so this time of year, I always raise up my mom, because, man, hey, I miss my mom. Mama, I miss you so much. There's so much that I didn't get to learn from my mama, but there's so much that I did learn from my mama, you know? And it's the silent teaching that really resonated with me. It's the things that she didn't really say, but I was watching, and I saw it, and I saw her do it, and I saw her compassion and her love. And so let me tell you, November is a powerful month for me. It used to be a sad month for me, but now I raised my mama up and I'm so thankful for the time that I got to spend with her on this planet, because I wouldn't be the man that I am today without that woman. Y'all, hug your mamas. Just be thankful, okay? Be thankful. Give your mama a call. And y'all have a great day. I hope y'all enjoyed the garden tour. Hope you enjoyed the little talk here at the end. I may have got a little long-winded, but I had something on my heart that I had to get off, okay? So I'll see you in the next video.